just a little project. It's a little small 200 little cruiser. I hooked the battery up and was doing a little bit of diagnostic testing, fixing this little charge wire there. I think it's just for like a trickle charger, an OEM SA factory plug-in for a trickle charger or a test port to test the battery while while the cover's on or whatnot. Anyway, just mess with that a little bit, turn it on, trying to see. I got power coming in and going to the switch. I can hear some kind of solenoid actuating, but none of the lights are coming on yet. We'll check that out later. We're going to take this whole sticker off and get rid of all this. Slow auto 14. I need to take a picture of this. That's good to know. What's up, guys? We're in the garage. It's kind of warm today. Still feels great though. Doing the bike still. Got sidetracked. But what you missed, I'll bring you up to speed. So let's flip around here. Okay. From the other day, we finally got power coming to our button from our clutch. We didn't have the clutch switch or cable or anything, so we got all that hooked up. And we may need to do a clutch rebuild kit, but got a little spring on there to give our clutch pullback action. But now we got power coming on to the gauges and lights and stuff. That's starting to come back. All the turn signals and doodads are coming on. We got our neutral switch lights coming on. Let's see, how do we do that? We fixed something and that started working in. We had to get a new brake cylinder because it broke the bolts off trying to get it, and so we needed that, and it's full of dirt, so that wasn't going to work. We sanded the covers, painted them, and after we got the clutch going, we turned it on and tried to hit the button, and it was just nothing. Wouldn't even click. So we jumped the solenoid, then it started rotating on its own. We checked compression, getting 100 psi or better. So then we went to check the spark plug. It was getting no spark. We checked it here. This ohmed out. And then we checked the stator. It ohmed out, and secondary or primary windings were good. So then we came to the CDI box, checked it. It did not perform up to standards. I don't remember. I had a little help getting to that point using AI, to be honest. But I confirmed that was bad. So I ordered this in the mail. It came with the new CDI box, stator, the fucking solenoid that I bought the day before. I should have just bought the kit the day before, and a new coil for $16. But this one's working. All I do is throw the box on there, so save all those. It's going to be in my spare parts bin. So something else drops, I got it. We cleaned the carburetor yesterday. I'm putting it back together now since we got spark. I think I got my connections here right. I'm going to have to double check how that goes. And my cable broke the other day that I was trying to use, and so I just bought the correct one. And hopefully I can get the throttle tube piece, the sliding into this housing. I trimmed it down, and so maybe it'll fit in there and I can use the factory throttle instead of the aftermarket, or else I'll have to buy another throttle thing. I don't want to do that. But for now, we're putting this cable and carb back together. And then maybe we can find some gas in a can or some carb cleaner. We can crank this thing over once maybe today, just to put. If I don't have to get this carb set, because I took this screw here, took it all the way out, adjustment. So I'll have to take it, go all the way in and then turn it out twice, and then make fine adjustments from there. On most carbs, but this one could be way different, and that could be totally wrong. But yeah, so we did the solenoids yesterday, so we can get power to our starter relay, and then so start turning over. Then I added this spring right here for return. I don't know, I like it, and it's probably not something you see, but this is our cable. Got that shifter cable working. So, because before I was pulling it and it was catching, and it says it's the cable. The cable's new. I sprayed oil. It's not in the bind anywhere. So it's just, I'm thinking the clutch needs a new one. They're like $40 at Walmart for. But I gotta confirm it's the 6-bolt or 5-bolt clutch design. And then, so that's where we're at. So I'm gonna finish hooking up this piece. It's a door. It's a two in one barrel deal. One goes to the top and does the top barrel. These just pull out. Sometimes they get stuck. Mine was stuck real bad. I had to spray it down quite a bit to get it to pop out. And then all the pickup float and all that stuff was stuck bad. So hopefully this thing is going to work now. I cleaned it out. It was full of, the gas that was in it looked like syrup. Thick, sludgy syrup. I've never seen it that thick before. It was crazy. Okay, but so yeah, I'm gonna finish hooking that up, put the choke cable back on, get that back in place. And if we can't do nothing tonight, I'll get gas tomorrow and we'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited. Alright, see you in a little bit. What's up, guys? We're going to replace the brake and the clutch assembly. This one, the reservoir broke, and then this one, the other one was just missing the whole assembly, so then we'll go put our mirrors back on. Give it a little updated look, sort of. You'll see our fluid levels. Because right now everything's all fogged out and sunburned and can't see nothing. So, it won't do no good to be able to go if we can't stop. Yeah, I sure could have made this a little faster, but we'll be able to kick this thing over by its clutch button instead of. Probably get new handlebars later too, just to give it a little bit more modern feel. Maybe some pointy, spiky looking ones. Come up like a point and then kick over. I think those look cool. Functionally, I don't know. Shit. pretty good on there. Tighten them down evenly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, that's gonna go on. Might give it over so far. Maybe a little more. Anyway, first thing we do, look up our connections. If we can just do this and this. We may have to tighten those up. That one has a little loose. Now you just pinch down, hold enough. I don't think I need to get too crazy with it. And maybe a little more. I might have to get a little crazy with it. Alright. Huh? Chickens probably. That bush being smashed? Or the hole under the porch? Probably chickens. It looks like they scratched it out. Crazy birds. Plastic down or put some mulch around the back porch there and along the house, all the way over to the butterfly bush. Just put some mulch over there. And I'm going to try that with the mulched up leaves like my mom said. Oh yeah. Oh, this one's difficult. Mom said all the dishes are done now. She said, see, it was no problem. No, don't feel bad. Why? Hmm?
What's this say?
What?
On this.
That's Chloe. She did it.
I need a steam.
What is it?
Hey Shelby, I thought you were on a scooter.
Oh, my choke cable.
Took the scooter. No, Anna! Let me put the scooter.
That didn't come. Where's that at?
I can't even ride this morning anymore.
Yeah, Yeah, that's what I'm missing. I'm missing the fucking... That's supposed to come today. What the fuck that's at? Y'all quit fighting! That'll be nice. I like it. There you go. You got mirrors again. I got mirrors again. I don't know what's happening with this one though. Why it's all wonky. Let me fix that.
Painted that?
Chloe, making messes.
What did she write?
I don't know what it says. Zipper, 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 zipper.
Looks like it says great something. I don't understand why she thought that was okay to do that.
She knew better. She just did it.
She needs to scrub that off with a brush.
I need to measure this thing. This thing looks like it's every bit of fucking 12 inches wide. Don't it? So right here. Might as well just pick the same length all the way up because right here is all the same. Just need to measure from here to here. And then I need to find an Allen wrench to fit this. I had a set yesterday I was using. I carried them in the house.
There's some right there.
No, it's a gray mail set. It has the right one. Colton, go look at my nightstand for a square looking tool. With a bunch of little metal things sticking out. That makes no sense at all, but yeah. There we find it. We got one back on.
Yeah.
You running off too. You gonna run away now? You running away? Okay, guys. Let's just end up. I'm gonna try to fire it off here. I have to put my WD-40 thing on here, and I forgot to put the plug in the first time I tried, so let's see what it does. That's fine. Okay, well, guess we need to put in time. That's in time. Well, at least we got it pop, which is better than nothing. Okay, guys, we're back. I got it in time now, but right now you can't tell because see those little dip right here in the middle of the plate, little V right there. That's what that's got to be in line with. You see right now, it's in the line. It's hard to tell. But also you got to be this down here. Right now I'm past it just slightly. That's why everything's kind of off a little bit. But I want to get the tensioner back in there and tighten down now before I start turning the engine over, so I can make sure this thing is in time good. But golly, I start recording and then I can't get stuff apart. I wasn't recording, everything was fucking work with me. The light is handy, but right there's your tensioner anyway. That's, you're gonna have to take the little flat tip in there. I took the outside Allens apart because my cover here was locked. I couldn't get it loose, so I take this off, break the Phillips head loose, and there's a flathead bit and it goes in there. I use this, but right now it's jammed too, so until I get this out and slide it in there, I'm stuck for a second. Hold on, let me get this bit out here. Alright. It's fairly easy to turn once you get it turned. Sorry about that. It just sticks in here. And then you spin it one way or the other. I think right there. Try to give it a little bit more turn. I don't know how much you're supposed to tighten these. So I ain't gonna get crazy with it, but certainly just a little snug it up a little bit though. See, it's kind of shit I'm talking about. I try to fucking do it by hand and everything, and it locks up and everything wants to fight me. Just want to tighten it a little bit more. I don't know how tight. It's too tight, but I certainly don't want it to slip. I don't want it to be so tight that it tears anything up. So we'll go with just a couple slight turns there. Then we're going to rotate this back around, all the way around. Get this dark side for a while. Let me move my light. Now you can't see what we're looking for. And you still can't see it now. It's hard to see. I'll come back and show you. I got to rotate it around. Okay guys, yesterday I want to clean this up and throw it on there, see what it looks like. It's all crazy. Someone took it off, I guess, a long time ago and never put it back. It might be too scratched up to even do anything with. But let's see. Oh, we were out of timing yesterday. We're still out of timing, but we're closer to timing. We're at top dead center. We got light, so I don't know if you guys might be able to see. But you have to bring it to top dead center, which you rotate this crankshaft, pull this little eyelet out. I don't even know if I can get in there to see, but there's a line. But on the other side line, there's an F. You have to look like way back in here, about the corner. Oh, let's see. My camera sucks, so you can't really see what we're trying to see. You can see the edge of it right there in the left corner. There's a T or an F. That one's the F. So then I got a kickstart, so this works a little bit easier for me. I don't know how you do it with the, right there you got a T, and then you're supposed to come around. Oh, I went past. Anyway, I can roll it back, or just come back around, which I will probably just roll it back. It's easier. But it was off a tooth, one tooth, so we're back in time. But I had to remove the starter to get to the chain adjustment, and then my cap was stuck, so I had to take the whole fucking thing out. I just slowly backed it all the way out, and then we pulled this off, and then I had to loosen the head again and tilt the camshaft a little bit forward, and roll the chain around one link, and then bring it back down. But on the other side, on this side, there's a bearing on the back of the cam with a little dowel that sticks down. You gotta make sure it slides in the hole back there, or you won't get that close. So you take your time with that. And you break that loose after you pull this out if it doesn't come loose. And then there's a little flat tip screwdriver and it spins in there. It's real easy. At first it's kind of stuck, but then after that it turns like butter. So that's where I'm at. I got the valves all loose because I'm just going to retime everything anyway. But there's a little square in there. You need a special tool. You got this. Mine doesn't have the little screwdriver tip. It has a little square tip, like a 13 mil, or 3 mil, or 4 mil. And then I think it's a 10 mil. So watch out for that. And then you got this side over here. It's got the motor mount. This is like a Honda 200 motor, kind of. Little one cylinder. And then the crash bars are on. They're not, they flipped around backwards. I don't have them on yet. I was just testing them because it came with the bike, but not on the bike. And I was trying to figure out how they went because I thought most crash bars were like went around the pegs and stuff, but I guess they actually just guard the tank and your legs. So that way, because that's the way it showed on the other images of these from the factory. So I got the throttle cable hooked up yesterday, so and it moves everything down there, but I don't know if it's right, but it moves it, so I'm okay with that for now. And then we clean that. We got spark. It's kind of where we're at. I can't do nothing else. I guess I could put this up in here now, but I'll do that later. And I need an air fuel box later, a filter, another box with filter. So that's it for now. Clean the garage up a little bit. Now we don't have wires everywhere, and we got a box of wires now, saving them. I hung both those helmets up, and they both fell off the wall after I hung them up. So see, there's three or four helmets over just laying. They all fell. The one that's not is the one on the cart over there. I don't want to stay like that. You give me a helmet rack so I can hang those things better. Got one helmet over there too. I cleaned it up so we can walk. I was gonna work on this, but kind of feeling not like it now. We'll see. Found this eyelet bolt that fits perfect on my brake cable, so I'm gonna drill the hole for that. I'm just gonna weld that to the frame wherever it lands, and that'd be pretty cool. Hey guys, still got some stuff in the mail. I got a new gauge. This one you can't see, but it's blacked out behind that. So this one you can see through, and it's not blacked out. So we'll be able to see what that tells us. And then we got our old lights. The rubber and stuff was breaking apart. It looked terrible. So this bike was outside for a while. So it just so happened there was a 2004 model for sale. So I'm stripped down, and so I got that piece and this piece. So I'm gonna swap those out, and we'll see what we get now. As far as that goes, the gas gauge and everything works. So these lights are a lot better. This one on the right's cracked. So I still need a turn signal, an auxiliary light. I'll probably replace all the turn signals later. But for now, that's all we need to be road legal. Get out of the garage. Alright guys, we got her adjusted. I had to buy some special tools here. So, Amazon deal. Worked pretty good though. It works really good. Alright. We already tested, so which one you guys will see. This is carb cleaner with a WD-40 lid on it. So, spray a little. Take it over. Oh, turn it off. There we go. There you guys go. She runs. She's in time. What do you think about that?
I like it, yes.
We went from a junk bike with no power, no electric, not turning over, to now it runs. It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Now we just gotta finish. I gotta clean the tank. Get the tank clean now. We hook the tank up, adjust the carb, and really get her running. But she's running pretty decent because that was through the carb. So just getting gas in now. See how the float wants to work out. That's awesome. Let's turn that off now. Then we're gonna start it up. I'll put the tank on. They can open the full gas from the tank, but it's not doing that. But got a spray bottle, and we're just gonna try to keep it going for as long as possible. And I just broke my throttle cable that I just bought. The barrel was made out of plastic instead of lead, and it just pulled right through the middle. So I'm just gonna order a new one with a lead barrel. I don't want that happening when I'm riding, because that would be terrible. I'll fix something on the side of the road. But let's spray some gas in there. Oops. Gotta turn it on first. Just a car or a new car?
Whenever you were doing that, the side light right there was coming on.
The what?
Yeah, I was like blinking.
John Marker's blinking? Yeah, the boosted surge whenever time I throw gas, it's probably just throwing extra power from over here. Kind of heat cycling it there. Bring it back before we start riding it. Alright, see ya.